Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Blue Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Duke Blue Devils offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They'd better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, they'll take to the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Looking to throw on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayden. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. From the gun on third down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
You just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Takes a handoff. It's Richard. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Here's a quick throw out to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Makes his connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. And that pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the offense. Right back to him. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run it from the gun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's running in the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Jefferson. Touchdown, Duke. Reeled it in and just made the house call. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third down, going up top. Got his man on the right. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Give to the back. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 6 over UCLA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He looks that one in nicely. Oh, the ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back.
Syracuse right back at it.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The give on the inside. Still on his feet at the 45. They stripped it out. Defense falls. Turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. They're working that left side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they're able to get the ball to the back in the flat there, but how about the tackle by the linebacker out in space? That guy's not easy to bring down one-on-one, but he did an outstanding job.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Collins. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time. But, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this. And listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Looking to pass on second down. Quarterback adapting. Breaks the tackle. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He wants to throw. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham.
And the Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing for...
He's off to the races. Got a little space. The 20. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Still on his feet at the 35. Nothing but green ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
The Blue Devils have moved it inside the 20. It'll be a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and the offense has a negative play.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. On the run, it's Collins. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And the Blue Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Snaps it in the shotgun. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Syracuse, 10.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves at...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Duke. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision of the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, picked off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
This time it's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
He wants to throw it again. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
42 Spider.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It is good! And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Syracuse. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 7.
Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this...
Running toward the tape. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now on first down from the 40. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They move the tight end all over. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He turns that loose down the right side. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Offense in an empty set. To the air on first down. He's got his man.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. Got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Got it in the middle. It's Trevino. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Catch in the middle. It's Richard. And Again, just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Touchdown, Duke. And the stomping has commenced. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Giving turkey. Theirs being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results. Working anyways.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
He's looking to throw it. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And he tacks on the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's going to pass. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much.
Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man down the middle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They're going to throw it again. Gets open down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with